When put together, transform the darkest mountain into the sun. Pure love helps the healing. Wishes create good feelings, and loving thoughts can melt even the hardest heart. Seems that now is the season. Happy hearts are the reason to change our thoughts, and gradually we change our world. So smile on love.
Welcome to Angelic Consciousness. Inspirations for fast ascent. Why are we not stable yet in the angelic form? Our spiritual intuition tells us that we are angels. Why are we still dragging our feet on the earth? There must be a reason that we don't constantly fly and enjoy a mind that is angelic. The reason, some may say, is that we still have something to do here. We are still engaged with mud, with ground activity, and that's why we are not flying. Or when we are flying, we keep coming down again and again. Whatever remains to be done, who has to do that? Someone may say, well, I don't have time to fly. I don't have time to be an angel. I'm very busy with a household, with a business, with my hobbies. Whatever task remains to be done, the spiritual knowledge is telling us that is a task of God. Whatever task has to be finished now for all of us to move forward, that is the responsibility of God. So why taking that responsibility on us? Why making us more heavy? We are now preparing to go home. And the task of God is to help us to prepare for that. So let us look at some of these aspects and understand, why are we still bound to whatever is of the past? Why are we still in bondage? Why are we still tied to the old habits and the old way of thinking? Yes, so continuing with this subject, it's a very interesting and essential topic, and this has this beauty when we remember that who we are, that we are souls, and this is like a playground for us. We are here for a short time, and as was mentioned, we are preparing to, in a way, leave. So we are in the playground, but we won't be here for much longer. At the same time, we know when we look at the world, it doesn't look like a playground always. We see that there are lots of very big problems. And so that can bring us concern as well. And when our mind becomes concerned about things on the outside, that also in a way can create disturbance. And then when the mind is disturbed, disturbed, then we cannot at the same time remember the beauty that lies within. So maybe one way to look at it is that now, if we really want to help the world and help ourselves, then the best way is, as was mentioned about this, instead of getting trapped in the things that we are involved with, that we take time, that we take the little precious moments. I think what we are doing now as well, right now when we are here, we are kind of making that effort to somehow become out from the bondage. Otherwise, we would not be interested in this spiritual things. So we are on the path, but it's maybe a matter of just valuing and appreciating the moments and giving the self credit as well. That okay, good. Maybe I forgot. Maybe just 1 hour ago I was totally trapped in the bondages and the busyness. But right now I can become aware, and that will then start to create the new habit of remaining in that freedom, that the mind can be free.
Yes, a free mind can experience home. We are now as if returning home. What is a home of the soul? And where is it? And why it is important for us now to remember the home?
So home, that's the very beautiful word. And when we look at the picture behind us in the screen, you can see there is this orange light, and then there is this little star shining. So that is like a symbol that as souls, we are those shining, sparkling stars. This body, that when we look with the physical eyes, that you can see the body. And the body is like a kind of like a wrapping of a gift. And the gift is inside, but we cannot see the gift because the wrapping is covering. But then now maybe the essential thing is remember the gift inside the wrapping. So that is the shining, sparkling star. And the beautiful thing that we can learn from this Raja Yoga knowledge is that all the souls, they are part of the same family. So no matter what the wrapping is like, even if other wrapping looks a bit different than other one and others are more similar, it is just a wrapping, but inside the gifts, they all belong to the same family. And also when we see the symbol and the screen of the picture behind there is the shining, sparkling light. That is the symbol also of the eternal parent of all the souls. So it is like two in one. There is a mother and father, both in the same soul. So we will get that protection of a father that will give us security and safety and guidance. And then we also get the love of a mother, the caring of the mother. So we are in such safe company. So even just remembering that who we are and that whole that is somewhere that is beyond, we cannot see it, but we can understand it. Deep inside we will all know it because we are from there. So that I would describe. I don't know if there's anything else. I maybe forgot to mention something essential. So if Iona wants to add something to this, I don't know, but this is what was emerging, this beautiful topic.
Home of all of us, yes. A home that allows us to be who we truly are. At home you feel at rest and you feel protected. You feel that you are yourself. We are longing for being ourselves. Here we are playing parts. When we remember the home, we remember our true original, eternal nature. As you said, home means the supreme parent, God. God is in the home. And God is the one that is helping all human souls now to prepare to return home. We return home because our play is coming to an end. And we return home as a natural, normal journey to go back home. Are we ready to return home? If we are ready to receive the signal to go home any moment now? I can ask myself this question. If today the signal comes, you have to go home. The soul goes home. The costume, the body, the role, the part are left behind. Ask yourself, am I ready to go home? If I'm not ready, what are the steps to make myself ready? Home is a place where we experience equality. God loves all of us equally. When we are sure about our spiritual identity and we are committed to this fast ascent, is it late to become an angel now? Have I come too late? Is it possible to be late? What is this time relative to? Why some are feeling they are late and some don't feel any emergency of time whatsoever? What is the relevance of time for our spiritual effort?
Yes, it's a very good and actually quite a deep, very deep question that are we late and why somebody is feeling they are late and others are not. In a sense, I would feel that in the soul level there is no time. Souls are eternal, so it just takes 1 second to become aware of who we are, and that is like very angelic, just remembering the soul. But on the other hand, it is useful to have the time frame because that will then help us to keep focused as well. When we know that, okay, time is moving on, and it is like the cycle of time is moving. And if we want to make the most of our time here now, and as the cycle is moving, we will return home, but the life will not finish here. The life will keep on moving. So who knows, maybe we come back. If we do, how would we want our life to be? So that is the thing that we can learn now in this very precious time, that when we are here on earth, how would an angel be? How would they look at the life? How would they look at others? How would they feel about themselves? Angels are remembered as being kind and compassionate and also detached. They are like helpers. Often we know maybe we ourselves have prayed for help from angels, or we know others who are praying angels to come and help them. So angels, because of their lightness and their clarity of mind, they are very easily able to help others also to overcome their problems. So that is the thing that we can learn now, that when we are here in their world with all of these problematic situations, if we learn that art of being here, but at the same time not being affected by the negative influences, that is the life of an angel. And so that's why it's good to think that, okay, we are not late, because time in a way is relevant. Souls are eternal, life on earth it will continue. But how I use my time, am I using it wisely? Am I paying attention to things that are important? Then I'm using time wisely, and then I'm not late. But if instead I forget the important things and focus on the maybe less important things, then it means that valuable time is kind of slipping through my fingers, and maybe that's not something that's good. So something to think about, and what are the choices that one can make that can move the self forward in a spiritual way.
Yes, we are that angels, and for God, no one is late. No one is left out. Everyone is included. To be included now means to be able to see myself as that soul that belongs to God. And God's message is, you are not late. You are capable to wake up to that eternal awareness in a second. Whatever can be done in a second, it can also be maintained. So whatever fast ascent we want to experience now, that is not like running. That is not like flying. That is being like a rocket. Let us just see with the eye of the mind the image of a rocket. What is characteristic to a rocket? Is there anything else faster than a rocket? A rocket can take off in a few seconds, and it will reach to a very far distance in a very short time. Is there anything faster than the rocket? Thought is faster than a rocket. We understand that for a rocket to take off, it needs a very good fuel. It needs a double refined fuel. To be now in the angelic consciousness, to maintain it, and to remain in the flying stage constantly means to be able to make our thoughts like a rocket. What is our practice for our thoughts? Where are our thoughts going? At what speed? And with what intention? What is my mind thinking throughout the day? What am I creating with my thoughts? If they are as fast as a rocket or much faster than a rocket, where do they go? What kind of action and consequences am I creating with my thoughts? So, should I say about that? Yeah, it's a very wonderful reminder in a way that our thoughts are so fast, and also that's really the essence of what we can do in our lives if everything starts with the thoughts. So that's like the seed even for actions, and the beautiful thing about the intention as well. Remembering that what is my aim and where do I want to be spiritually, then that will also give us kind of inspiration. Just to remind ourselves that where do I want to be spiritually? And that's why these reminders of soul, home, that is in a sense already starting to create that change and the shift. And finding that time and space, giving the self the time to allow the self ponder of these things, that will give strength. Strength is what is needed in order for the soul to flourish. Strength is needed, and thoughts they can either give strength or they can deplete strength. So that's why, even though thoughts are invisible, they are so valuable. They are creating the place for us and where we are going. Let us have this image of a rocket, or the possibility of our thoughts and our speed of spiritual endeavor. For a few moments that can continue throughout the day, let us start this process of creating pure, positive thoughts and good wishes for all souls. Let us reach out now with our thoughts like a rocket in a second, with benevolent feelings to all souls. Let's do that for a few moments inside. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Thank you all. We will meet again tomorrow, same time, on the same channel, to continue discussing our angelic potential. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.